Hey loafers, welcome back to my channel, Life of a Flight Attendant. It's your girl Reese, and today I am here to talk to you about what do flight attendants do with their house or apartment once they become a flight attendant, and also do they have to relocate to their base. So before I get started though, I just want to say thank you to those that have answered my questions or asked me questions. I'm sorry. I put a video out the other day requesting for you guys to ask me questions because I was just unsure, like, what should my next subject, my next topic should be. And I know I have been absent for quite some time, and I know you're probably tired of hearing that, but once you become a flight attendant, you will definitely understand how hectic our schedules can be at times. So I'm just going to get right into it. So to answer the first question, what do flight attendants do with their house or apartment once they have become a flight attendant? I'm just going to tell you from what my experience is and from what I know some of my other colleagues do. When I originally became a flight attendant, I lived in Texas, okay? And I was based in Oakland, California. So what I did was, instead of me breaking my lease or just leaving my apartment overall, because I had a boyfriend at the time, I'm now married, what I did was, because I really didn't have a choice. I mean, where's my now husband? Where was he going to stay? So what I did was I commuted. And there are several flight attendants that commute. So I commuted from Texas to Oakland, California, either the day before my trip or the day of my trip. Now, I would commute back to Texas the day my trip ended or the day after my trip, whichever one that allowed time to permit for me to be able to catch a flight to and from California, Texas, California. So I didn't answer your question. I did not get rid of my home, my apartment. I stayed within my lease. I stayed there. There are several flight attendants that do the same thing. Sometimes, go into the second question, do you have to move to your base? Most airlines, you do not have to move to your base. You are given the option to commute. That's what a lot of flight attendants do. So in my situation, I just had to commute. Now, I only commuted for 1 month to Oakland from Texas, and then they changed my base to Las Vegas. So I commuted back and forth to Vegas for almost 2 years. And it is a lot on your body. Luckily, though, with my company, I did not have to commute every single trip. I was actually given the option to work out of Texas, and I took full advantage of that option until I was able to become based in Texas. I'm sorry, now to get back to this question specifically, because I did kind of steer away from it. Do you have to relocate to your base? Like I said, with most airlines, you do not have to. They give you the option to just solely commute, and you can do that. There's tons of people that live several different places and different cities and states, and they have children, they have husbands, wives, they have a family, and they just continue on a commute. There's people that commuted for years. So no, they do not have to relocate to their base. However, you may have a different airline that requests for you to reside in the city that they have a base in. So if that's the case, then you would have to move if you are that serious about becoming a flight attendant for that particular company. But I know there are several airline carriers that do not require for their employees, especially flight attendants, to relocate to a different city or state, because you're up and rerouting your entire family. So that can be a lot, not only for you, but for your family. So yeah, that's definitely something to look into. I hope this answered your question. Be free to ask me more questions. I am here to answer them for you. And once again, thank you so much for your time. Come back and watch me again. Bye, guys.